On the surface, she's an innocent girl, but behind the scenes, she's a psychopathic bastard. She deliberately threw her dog from an 18-story building without regard for its life. She even hit a classmate on the head with a seesaw, but the girl explained that it was just a simple game. Soon the girl's mother was called to the school. As Lucy was always intent on causing harm to her classmates, the school was forced to transfer her to another school. Her mother, Lisa, seemed to realize something was wrong with her daughter. But before she could think of a solution, Lucy's twisted mind became more and more serious. That morning she woke up to find Lucy leaning against the wall, staring at her. When she looked down, she saw a blood-red gash on her leg. Looking at her mother's horrified expression, Lucy calmly asked her if it hurt. Along with Lucy's horrible behavior one after another, the scars on Lisa's body became more and more numerous. She couldn't help but realize that her daughter was suffering from an antisocial personality. In order to avoid another accident, she locked all the controlled knives in the house into a cupboard. Then she took Lucy to the hospital for 3 months of psychological intervention. Lisa thought Lucy would return to normal after the treatment, but then Lisa received a complaint from a neighbor. Lucy had thrown someone's puppy off the rooftop. Looking at Lucy's innocent face, Lisa felt a chill down her spine. In the end, he paid $10,000 for the dog, but he had no idea Lucy didn't take her behavior seriously. To stop Lucy's madness once and for all, she chose to keep her daughter under constant supervision under the guise of training her to swim. But despite all her efforts, Lucy could not be prevented from making a mistake. When she saw her mother greeting a girl her own age, Lucy's jealousy was instantaneous. That day, when the office was empty, he forced the girl, who couldn't swim, to do a breath-holding experiment with him. Despite the girl's refusal, he covered the girl's mouth and nose. Soon the girl bit his hand because she couldn't breathe. Just when he was about to do it again, the girl's father came in. At that moment, the mother also came back. He immediately pretended to be innocent and said that the girl had bitten him. The man apologized to the mother, but Lisa didn't want to pursue the matter. She knew the truth from the look on her daughter's face. In order to restore Lucy to normal, Lisa took Lucy to church for confession. She took her to the hospital for treatment again. This time, even the doctors had no treatment plan. Lisa had to be on her guard. On the way home, Lucy was sick of going to the hospital. She told her mother how unhappy she was, but her explanations were only met by her daughter's struggles. But all she got in return were her daughter's cries of frustration. In order to satisfy her daughter's perverted desires, Lisa would secretly buy 10 chickens in the countryside every week for her daughter to enjoy the pleasure of slaughtering. Maybe it was Lucy's disguise, or maybe it really worked. Gradually, Lucy became like a normal child. She began to understand and obey. This time, during the kindergarten teacher's feedback, Lisa finally heard the news she'd been waiting for. The teacher said Lucy was doing well at school. She thought Lucy was back to normal, just like the teacher said. But then he caught a glimpse of the girl. Ella, she called out to him gently, but Ella looked at him and backed away. He hurriedly called Ella into his office to ask her about it. Unbeknownst to him, she cried and told him everything. It turned out that Lucy had deliberately pinched herself to prevent her from breathing that day at the swimming pool. And at kindergarten, Lucy had always bullied her. Instead of apologizing to Ella, Lisa asked her if she'd told her parents or her kindergarten teacher. When